And welcome to a pristine evening on the shores of Lake Ontario as the 2025 trifecta of QEW rivalry matchups begins with both the black and gold and the double blue coming off their lone victories of the season to date. That combination being used due to injuries as Arbuckle looks down the field. This one hangs up a little bit, but it is hauled in. Sean Amos, the former Argonaut here at the University of Virginia, former second overall selection, as they'll go inside this time. Mitchell cuts it to the out. Stavros Katsantonis giving chase and finally brings down Kevin Mitchell. Early in the 2025 CFL season, week number 5 underway with the opening drive of the ball game, driving to the end zone. Touchdown Toronto. Kevin Brown. They said see ya after training camp. He says hello to the fans in the end zone with a week 5 opening drive touchdown.
Good crafts.
Peter spent his first 3 years at Toronto, says that's all in the past now. He is officially a Tiger Cat, is now a looping corner route, thrown way up high for under and taken away. It's intercepted by who else? Another former Argonaut, Sean Amos, crosses the 40-yard line and slides down at the 35. He tied a career high with 5 interceptions for the Argonauts last season right here. And he picks this one off. Starting field position here, the 35-yard line for Levi Mitchell after going 0 of 1 on the opening drive. Goes for a kill shot right away. Kenny Lawler up in the air, juggled, caught it. Touchdown!
That sudden change, go into attack mode after the turnover, and it's Kenny Lawler going vertical. And this is what he does as well as anybody in the Canadian Football League, going up and getting that football.
Tiger Cats thinking about sending some heat. They'll bail out. With a wobbling boot down to the 18-yard line of the Tiger Cats. 50-yard punt. Isaiah Wood spun out of it. He's got some life here as he tries to stutter step and get the edge. He does get around Haggerty. Turns the corner. One more man to beat, giving chase, and a great job. 23 straight. And Leggio
fortunate to get back on top of it.
Blood in the water, as well as Ray Wilburn came flying in that time. And now Arbuckle's going to go down. Thrown to the turf.
When I was 6 years old, now Argo's equipment staff have those 2 footballs, and definitely Sluka wants to give one of them to his grandfather, Teddy.
Feels like, but what an athlete, what a player Toronto's found for themselves here as Levi Mitchell took a seat on first down. Now he goes over the top to Kenny Lawler again, up in the air, and 89's got it. He'll walk into the end zone. Touchdown, Kenny Lawler. Levi Mitchell bombs away after a relatively conservative game against the Montreal Alouettes last week in the victory, and Bo said it wasn't being conservative. We were doing the right thing against that Montreal defense. Well, apparently the right thing against this Toronto defense is for the cannon to open. A lot of change around him. He is back as now Arbuckle hands it off, going around the corner and not fooled at all. Student of the game, Devin Verisuk. Liam Hiralahu, low line drive of a field goal, but it is on the money as usual for Liam, and Green with a little bit of a waggle. Give it to Johnny Augustine, 15 carries last week for 49 yards. As they'll try to convert on 2nd and 4 to the 15. Mitchell looks left, finds Tyler Turnowski, who turns, smells the end zone, and gets a massive whip of touchdown.
Slot in close, he's just running that out. And that time it's Kenny Lawler clearing things out for him, driving the corner off. Turnowski breaks out into that open space, but
doesn't look too worse for him. We'll see what they do on the sideline here as he's out for this snap, and Levi Mitchell is brought down. Pass completion last week in Hamilton's first victory of the year is now Liam Hiralahu on a low snap, hammers this one through. The down and distance that Scott Milano says he can really tell when Levi Mitchell's on. And that qualifies. First down, Tim White on the other end. Territory, Mitchell sprints out to his right. Receiver falls down, but only has one option. Off the hands, into the end zone, touchdown.
There,
procedure,
6 inside.
No end, Hamilton. 5-yard penalty, remains first down.
We'll see what they do with Bo. Looks to hand it off. Right now, cuts it back, finds the end zone, and Hamilton extends their lead. Gets himself a Tiger Cats touchdown, the 27-year-old. Well, Toronto trying to mix things up here. They get Janarian Grant, a little reverse on the return, down the sideline, get a block, and Janarian Grant, magic in 2024, and brings BMO Field to its feet.
been sucked in just enough to allow the speed of Janarian Grant to take over.
Haggerty catches the long snap on point, high spiraling boot. And that one, you hear the entire Hamilton bench, let it go, so you factor in the sequence here. The Constantino punch kicks out of bounds at the one. Haggerty going the other way, can't believe illegal kick out of bounds, and Hamilton is cooking the early on in this second half for the Tiger Cats up front as Mitchell now goes back to Lawler, looking over the top, back shoulder! Magnificent from Lawler into the end zone for his third.
Looks to the out, looks to the post. Oh, there's Kenny. He's covered, but whatever. Hat trick.
We'll see when he gets back into the lineup. As Arbuckle at the controls for now. Looks over the middle. Nice little sidearm delivery. That time DeVaris Daniels spinning away from two tacklers.
As they are pressing.
Three-pack to the left of Arbuckle. He looked that direction, then he has to get off of it again. Fading to his right into the end zone. And DeMonte Coxie
navigating the pocket. He gets pressure from Verasuk off the edge. Rolls to his right to buy time. Coxie just working back to
Mitchell pumps the screen, looks over the top. Lawler down the rail. Got him. Well, this time they're split. White goes to the field. Lawler to the boundary. Ball looks over the middle. Hanging in the air. Keandre Smith. Touchdown Argonauts. Or Tiger Cats, sorry.
Inside release.
This shit over, dog.
And with the window closing, Bo delivers a strike.
You said earlier rolling over the top, so Arbuckle moving gingerly but completes. Is Kevin Mitchell once again. 5 wide for Arbuckle, who does look like he's moving better. Now taking a shot over the top, lays it up against Bannatyne and ripping it away. DeMonte Coxie stands in the gun. Pressure look from the Tiger Cats. They blitz everywhere in the gaps, and it doesn't make a difference. Wilburn can't hold on, and Leyburn is into the end zone in his first game here in 2025 with Toronto.
And Kalen Leyburn getting an opportunity to spell Kevin Brown in.
This one hangs high in the Toronto sky, drops down. Wooden catches it at the 24, has a little breathing room, gets to the outside, has the angle. Does he have the speed to beat everybody? Liram Hairolahu, not going to touch him. No flags down. Shot for shot. The Ticats and Argos go back and forth.
The end of the first quarter, we said the Argos do not want to turn this game into a track meet. The Hamilton Tiger Cats, that relay squad's been looking pretty good.
Flag came down, re-signed red players. Well, all of a sudden there was a guy in black and gold that went to Calgary. There's a big run over the middle here, and Deshaun Brissett goes airborne. We're going skyward.
I actually got banned from trying to jump over people. True story.
Oh, man, Katsaton is downhill. Brown was in the end zone. Kalen Leyburn was as well, and this will get fired into the waiting arms of Kevin Mitchell. Anything to lengthen it. High in the air, Hairolahu staring it down, and Lawler shuts it down. Well, the Argonauts lost the battle, but not the war. Long season, but this one will sting. The first of 3.